What's going on, everyone? Tylerriley with River Valley Realty here in Russellville, Arkansas. Hey, this week's video is going to talk about the average closing cost that a seller can expect to pay, well, when they decide to sell their home. Selling your home does come with expenses, and that's why when we go to a listing presentation, we bring net sheets with us. So that way we can run it and figure out at the end of the day if you're gonna walk away from the sale with what you need to net. With that, sellers will typically pay for title insurance. Title insurance on average in our market is running about $886 depending on your price point and which company you choose to close at. If you're closing at some place you've already closed before, you can get kind of a discount on the title insurance because they only have to research the title. They already did a title research from when you bought it, so they just research it from when you bought it till when you sold it. So title insurance is an expense that is typically picked up by the seller. The other one is revenue stamps. So that tax is $1.65 per every 1,000 that the sellers traditionally assume to be responsible for. So how we figure that out is if you're selling your home for $165,000, you take how many thousands it takes to get there, and then you multiply that by $1.65. So on a $165,000 purchase price, your revenue stamps is going to be $272.25 on that. Termite. Typically, the seller has to provide a 1 year of termite clearance on the property. Average for that in our market is around $400. Survey. If the seller has to provide a survey, then that's $700. Now, ton of different ways to do all of the surveys. You can split it where the buyer pays for half, the buyer pays for all. So when we get an offer, we'll run through each one of those things and see exactly who's paying for what, and that will change your net at the end of the day on that. Deed preparation, on average in our market's around $450. Taxes. Taxes are paid a year in arrears, which means right now in 2021, the 15th of October, all of 2020 taxes are due. So you're actually gonna give the seller a credit on an estimated prorated taxes for when you own the home from January until whatever month the home closed. Payoff is typically deducted from the net sheet, so we can kind of know where we are after paying off the bank, and any interest in arrears is added to that. We deduct it from the net sheet. Closing fee. Typically, the closing fee for an agent in our market is around $200, so not a big closing fee there. Home warranty. This is something that we have to be aware of because we may either have offered the home with a warranty if we had some concerns on the mechanics of the home, or the buyer could be requesting a home warranty. Average home warranty is typically around $550 in our market, so that's what we typically see written in the real estate contract. Repairs. I always prepare people for repair allowances. Typically around $1,500 is what we see for repair allowances in our market. If it's anything under that, of course, that goes directly back to your profits, but I always try to prepare people that there's going to be things come up. Let's say that the loan that the buyer is getting on your home is an FHA loan. Well, they're going to have third-party requirements, and the third-party requirements may call it anything from a broken window to a tub that doesn't shut off when you turn it on. Those repairs will be required required to be fixed before the buyer can get their loan. So that's one other thing that we look at. And then the only other stuff that comes through, of course, through the title search, are there any liens on the property that need to be paid off and all those kind of things. On the Realtor Commission, that's a percentage of the sale price of the home. And again, that price in that commission is paid only when the house closes. That commission that we've agreed upon is actually going to be split in half between the listing agent and whatever agent brings the buyer to the home. Now, when you get ready to sell, let's connect. We'll take a deep dive on exactly what our list price is gonna look like. So at the end of the day, we can figure out all the details to know after the dust settles what you are gonna get estimated at closing.